So it's wonderful to be here with you in your beautiful home. We're speaking to Liesa Jossel, founder and owner of Home Stages CT.
Thank you.
Liesa, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about what home staging is?
Okay. Home staging is basically preparing a property to sell. So it's presenting it in its best light because everybody wants to sell their property quickly. So it's either redecorating empty homes with my furnishings to make them beautiful, appealing to the right audience, or restyling homes that already have furniture in with the same aim. But actually, it's a fantastic time to become a home stager in this country now, because there are so few of us out there, and the industry is growing. So whoever gets in now is going to have a huge advantage in building their reputation, building goodwill, building inventory. Yeah.
So you're a pioneer then?
I'm a kind of pioneer. Yeah,
That's
I'm a kind
amazing.
of pioneer, and I'm hoping to pioneer along with other people. So I'm really hoping to have a lot of people do this course. There's so much space for us to do it, and I really want to mentor the students of my course too, so that we build a fantastic industry of home stagers. Like estate agents, you can never have enough estate agents, you can never have enough home stagers either.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So then talking about this course, tell us a little bit about what this course is that you've just started.
Okay, so, the course is basically an online video-based course for people who want to be home stagers. It's based on a European course, and the reason I chose a European course is because their home staging industry is similar to ours in the sense that it's still growing. So it very much, there's a synergy between what's happening in Europe and what's happening here. And it's an online course, video-based, as I said. There are two courses actually. The one is a introduction to home staging, and that course is really suitable for people who perhaps are estate agents who want to just add something to their portfolio, add a value add, but who don't want to go the whole hog of starting a business.
Okay.
And the other course, which is the comprehensive course, is if you want to start a business doing as a home stager, then that's the course for you to do.
So, I mean, I'm sure having started this business, you must have been in this industry for quite a while. How long have you been doing this?
No, actually not that long.
Yeah?
Actually, no, it's not, it's only a couple of years now. So
Okay.
whoever does my course benefits from my experience, because I've learned by trial and error.
By fire.
And lots of error, yeah.
Who is your course primarily aimed at?
So it's aimed at anybody who feels like this is the time that they maybe want to do something different with their lives. So I have a lot of people coming to me who have been in corporate and are tired of that, or have been maybe looking after kids and are tired of that. Know they are creative, have not been using that creative side of themselves for a long time, and who love decorating. So you do have to be a little obsessed with changing the furniture.
Moving the pot plants to the right place.
It's no joke. Yeah. You've got to be that. So it's for anybody who's looking to do something creative and exciting and fun with their lives without maybe, if you want to do an interior decorating course, it's 2 years studying. This is actually a much shorter course, and the market's much more wide open. So it's a great opportunity for anyone who wants to come in now into a field where there's a big gap and a big demand.
So how long is the course then?
Okay, so the course is no particular length. It's got 7 modules if you do the whole course, and they vary in 14 minutes to, I think one is 15, but on the whole they're about 35 minutes. But how fast you do it is up to you. So I have students who watch the same video 3 times because there's a lot of information in it, and so they will take a longer time to do it. There's no start time. You could start today and leave it for 2 months and come back to it, or you could just race through the course. So there's no specific length and there's no specific start time. It's up to you.
And are there any particular requirements or outcomes that you get at the end of the course, or that you're expected to achieve?
Good question. So if you, both courses, whether you do just the introduction or the comprehensive, you are required to do a project. And the project is a sort of that practical application of everything you've learned. So maybe just now I can run you through some of the modules.
That would be wonderful, yeah.
Yeah. But so the project is the culmination of everything you've learned, and you take before and after photos of your project. I help you, obviously, to choose what kind of project you want to do, and then I give quite a lot of feedback on the project. And if you pass the project, because you have to pass the project, then at the end of it, if you've done the comprehensive course, you get a certificate.
So, how does one access the course?
Another good question.
Yeah.
So if you go to my website, homestagestraining.co.za, you can buy it. It says buy now. You buy it. You press buy, and then you ask to put in a password. You pay, and you can pay on your credit card, so you can pay it off, or you can do an EFT. And once the payment is processed by the payment portal, which takes a day or two, they send you a link. And you go into the link with your password and into the student area, and then you have access to the course.
And just as quite a practical question, are the videos downloadable so that you can watch them later, you can sort of take them with you wherever you're going?
So they're not downloadable, but they're streamable.
Streamable.
Yeah. Or, on the other hand, each video has its own handbook, which is downloadable. So you have notes, comprehensive notes, that you can print out while you're watching the video, and you can make notes on it while you're watching. So you don't have to make notes on everything. The main points are there in the handouts, and you can just make your own notes.
And then that becomes
very useful,
like a resource book.
Absolutely,
by the end of
yeah.
That's one.
And in addition to, the notes also have actual resources. So there, for example, there's a copy of an agreement, my agreement that I use. I share that with you. My invoice, I share that with you. My repair list when you go to a home. So there's a number of pre-made, if you like, forms and packages that you could just print out on your first job. You're ready to go.
Ready to be a professional.
Ready to be a professional. You look professional with all the stuff already done for you. So you don't have to develop it from scratch and, reinvent the wheel.
So Liesa, if you wouldn't mind, could you run us through what's actually in each module?
Okay. Let me just say, I'm not going to remember everything now.
Absolutely.
But on the website, it does actually have a very detailed list. The first module, the introduction course is 4 modules. And the first one is about the psychology of staging for the seller, for the buyer, for the estate agent, how it all works psychologically. Then also how the resistance to staging and how to overcome that. Also just what staging is, basic definitions. And then also the financial benefits of staging, because they're huge, obviously. The stage home will sell 3 times faster than any other home. So if you take into account all the costs involved when your house is on the market and it's not selling, you're still paying your bond, you're still paying your rates and taxes, you're still paying your insurance, and then after 3 months, you're likely to have a price reduction.
Just get a stager.
Just get a stager before you list. So that's the idea. The second module is about the design principles. So just to mention some, it's about traffic flow, it's about open spaces, it's about collections, it's about photographs. All these issues I cover. We do a lot of before and after exercises as well, which is great fun, and you learn a lot. Interior decorators who've done my course say they really learned a lot from it. It's so different. The third one is about photography, which is, I'm a terrible photographer, but it's about the principles of photography and the kind of photographs you want as a stager, because they're different from what real estate want. but it's also about you being able to work with a professional photographer, a real estate agent's photographer, and telling them what to highlight. And then the fourth one is a very important module, and that's like if you've got your first project and now it's your time to go to consultation, what you need to know, what you need to take with you, all the forms you need to take, how to charge for it, all those aspects. And then the project, which is a practical application of all of that. The second part of the course, which is the comprehensive course, so if you do the comprehensive course, you'll do the introduction, the project, and 3 more modules. One on quotes and money, all things to do with money. One on agreements and your legal persona as a company. And the last one on all types of marketing, how you can market and get known. And I help you a lot with that, what kind of a website you could have, what Facebook can do for you, how to approach estate agents, how to network, all of that.
So really it sounds like as a course, you will walk out of these modules being able to be a professional in this industry.
Yes, I think it will give you a very good foundation. The rest is up to you.
So what would you say to people who are maybe a little bit skeptical or haven't tried out online learning before?
Yeah. Well, there are different kinds of online courses. There's those that all start at the same time and there are hundreds of people on the course and you have one lecturer, that kind of course. And then there are the online courses where you have no interaction with a lecturer at all. And mine's different. Mine is you have a lot of contact with me. At the end of every module, you're in contact with me, and we're in WhatsApp contact, and I phone and say, how are you doing? So it's a sort of a hybrid, I'm going to say, between a purely online course where you've got no connection with the lecturer and a face-to-face. So it's in between.
Thank you so much, Liesa, for having us in your beautiful space, telling us about what you do, and I hope that Home Stages and this online course grows from strength to strength, and that you have an absolutely bumper demand for this new industry that you're creating.
Thank you. Thanks so much for coming round. It was lovely to chat to you, Pauline.